Good morning, my dear children. I wish you happy and prosperous new year to one and all. Yes, this is the first class of this year. Yes, already we have started Unit 6, Art and Culture. This is the theme of the unit. And now a reading which was started before. The story of Ikat. Okay. And here what is the meaning of Ikat? Not or bind. Okay. And now what are the characters we can find in this one? Janaki teacher and children. And this is the lesson about completely our Indian heritage. Okay, our handlooms. Okay, just watch the video. Yes, children, already we started the 6th unit and the theme art and culture. Yes, we have started that lesson, a reading which were already started, the story of Ikat. Okay, just let us revise the lesson once. Okay. Yes, the story of Ikat and the teacher. Here, who is the teacher? The Janaki teacher came to the class and she is a social teacher. I already explained it. And now she brought some clothes. She wants to explain about Indian textiles. Okay, handlooms. She wants to explain to the children about Indian textiles. Okay, now half of the lesson we have completed. Now we are going to start the remaining part of the lesson. Yes. See children? Yes. Janaki began, it is called Chitki in Telugu and Patola in Gujarati and simply Ikat in Oriya. Okay, now she is explaining about the word Ikat. What do we call in Telugu? That is called Chitki in Telugu. Okay, Patola in Gujarati and simply Ikat in Oriya. Okay, is it clear? Yes. Children's attention was divided between her words and fabrics as she opened silk patola sari from Patan, Gujarat. Okay, she brought some clothes. I already explained in the previous class. Okay, she brought some clothes and some fabrics. Okay, and one of the fabrics she has opened it. Okay, it had a red design on a black background with rose flowers in the border. Okay, one of the fabrics she has opened. What is the background of the sari? That is the black background with the rose flowers in the border. Means this is the description about the sari. The simple leaf design repeated across the body and flowers. The border created mesmerizing effect. What is the meaning of mesmerizing? Mesmerizing, which means completely capture the attention. Okay, the children were completely attracted to the work. Okay, now next paragraph. The teacher said, "Are you thinking about word ikat or tie and dye?" She's asking the question to the children. What are you thinking about, my dear children? Are you thinking about ikat or tie or dye? She's asking. While you are looking at the fabrics. Yes, and she's asking, while you are looking at the fabrics, what are you thinking about? She's asking that. And next one. What can be the origin of this word? No one answered, but looked expectantly as she continued. What is the meaning of expectantly? Hopefully for something. Hopefully something. Okay, and she is expecting something. They will say the answer, but they didn't say any answer. And then she continued the lesson. Okay, in hand weaving we have threads stretched lengthwise called web and threads intersecting them widthwise called weft. Imagine the graph sheet x-axis, y-axis and how they crisscross to form square motifs. Yes, here see. And here they will arrange the they will arrange the threads like x-axis, that is called weft, and next y-axis, that is called web. Means the bundle of clothes they arranged here that is web, and here this is web and this is web. Okay, next. Yes, here x-axis and y-axis and how they crisscross form square motifs. Okay, here they will get the design. Motifs means design. Okay, and here they will get some design in this crisscross. Okay, yes, Ahmad was excited. Teacher, web is stretched along y-axis and weft along x-axis, and he is explaining about This one again. Okay, one of the students he is explaining. Yes, the class were thrilled as she knew understanding came. Okay, now they got very interesting towards the lesson. They understanding the lesson. Yes, Janaki said, in Ikat the threads are carefully sorted, wrapped and weft divided into bundles, then tied with locally available waterproof material like plastic sheets, rubber stripe from car and bicycle tires, then dropped into color. Yes, next Janaki said, and the threads are carefully sorted. Sorted means separated in the things from to one side to another side. Okay, then they divided the means these threads. Okay, and here just to see, they observe it, and these are the rubber stripes. Okay, here they need color. Okay, if they want to color here, and they attach any rubber stripes or cycle tubes like that. Okay, after that they dip it into the water. What happened here? They cannot get any color. It is like white in color, and remaining everything they'll get the color. Okay, yes. One other, untie the knots. Once you untie the knots, you can see white threads dotted with the color at interval. Yes, if you untie this knots, if you untie it, then you will get the white color there. Intercolor means yes, you can see white threads dotted with color at intervals. Ravi said, teacher, how do they know where to tie the knots? And one of the students, he asked that, and how can they understand, ma'am, where to tie it? Yes, what is the measurements? He is asking that. Janaki smiled. The tie indicates the design we want. We can look at a design or motif and tie. Ravi looked puzzled and did not seem simple. Yes, and he is looking like puzzled means he did not understand what the teacher says. How the color comes, he did not understand it. Yes, next one. Ravi, you are absolutely right, the teacher said. It's not easy. First, you count the threads. Okay, means here just see how many threads are there. They have to understand how many threads are there. Okay, they have to see each and everything. It is not easy. First you count the thread and measure the distance. Means, for example, I want the design here and here and here, and they have to see the distance of the design, each design. Okay, yes, it is not easy. First you count the threads, measure the distance and calculate. When you repeat a pattern, only then you can tie and the knots. Teacher, it seems like a difficult math, Ramya said. And here Ramya is saying that, teacher, it's looking like a math subject. It's like very difficult. One of the students said. And immediately the teacher, correct. Weavers may not be formally educated, but have a complex calculations at their fingertips. Okay, and here what is the meaning of fingertips? For example, if any calculation given to you, then how do you calculate? With fingertips like this, 1 2 3 4 5 like this. Okay, that is the fingertips. Okay, they draw the pattern on the graphs and they copy them onto the threads. Okay, first they will what will they do? First they draw the pattern on the graphs and immediately they will copy on the threads, and first they will copy that design on the threads. That is the thing they are following there. Yes, next one. Janaki continued, just close your eyes and imagine threads stretched out long with the dots of different color shining. I have seen such a sight in village of Nalgonda. Someone said, teacher, the dots are like raindrops, chukka. That is how the name Chitki Rumal. This was the favorite headgear of fishermen and other laborers. It was also a towel on shoulder of traders in Gujarat. Yes, the teacher is instructing them, just close your eyes and imagine that how the sari would be. And here the threads stretched out long with dots and different colors shining. I have seen such a sight village in Nalgonda. Yes, I also have seen such sight in Nalgonda. Immediately someone said, teacher, the dots are like raindrops. They are looking like a raindrops. One of the children said, Chukka, that is how the name Chitki Rumal. Okay, and if you find, okay, this is the Rumal, and here small dots you can find. Okay, that is called Chitki Rumal. This was the favorite headgear of fishermen and others laborers. What is the meaning of headgear? Okay, a piece of cloth which is worn on head. Okay, a piece of cloth which is worn on head. Okay, it is the favorite cloth. It is the favorite towel. Okay, this Chitki Rumal is the favorite cloth to the fishermen and other laborers. It was also the towel on the shoulder of traders in Gujarat. Okay, they will use shoulder cloth. Okay, they will put this cloth on their shoulder. Okay, I hope everybody understood it. Remaining part will be explained in the next class. Have you seen the video? To give perfect clarification of this lesson, I have prepared a video for this. Just watch it till the end.
At the top and bottom to form a box-like framework. There are wooden rollers between both pairs of uprights, one for the weft and one to collect the cloth. The yarn is carefully set up as warp on the loom, with the striped yarn painstakingly arranged according to the exact configuration of the final pattern. The process consists of interlacing one set of threads of yarn, the warp, with another, the weft. The warp threads are stretched lengthwise in the weaving loom. The weft or the cross threads are woven into the warp to make the fabric. The weaving operation consists of sending the shuttles containing the weft back and forth through the threads of the warp. The final effect of ikat can now be fully appreciated. Patterns of a vibrant color with
Yes, have you seen, my dear children, how the weavers are working and how the saris and the clothes are weaving? This is our handlooms. Okay, that is the lesson about ikat. I hope everybody understood the lesson perfectly. Thank you. Have a nice day.